Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Subramanian. Tender coconut water. Now this is something that we enjoy and it's very refreshing and very healthy, and we enjoy it all the more during summers. Today I am going to share a wonderful and delightful recipe using tender coconut water. This is tender coconut payasam. So we're going to use the tender coconut flesh as well as the water to make this payasam, that is the kheer, and it involves a couple of steps. So make sure you follow all the steps correctly to enjoy this delicious and refreshing tender coconut payasam. So why wait? Let's dive right into the recipe. So to make the payasam, to a saucepan, add half liter of thick full cream milk. So this is boiled milk. Reduce the milk to half its quantity till it becomes nice and thick. So keep mixing the milk at intervals so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the saucepan. Scrape off the sides. So you can see the milk has reduced nicely. I'm going to pour 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk. So you can see the milk is instantly thickened after adding the sweetened condensed milk, and the color has changed. Now I'm going to add just a half teaspoon of cardamom powder. Mix it nicely. Turn off the stove and cool the milk completely. To a pan, add a little bit of ghee. I'm just going to roast a few cashew nuts. I've roasted the cashew nuts to a lovely golden color. Remove them from the pan and keep it aside. To make coconut milk, to the mixer jar, I've taken 1 cup of fresh coconut bits. Add 1 cup of water. Now if you need more water, you can always add a little excess. Grind it to a nice fine puree. Now we're going to strain this coconut puree through a muslin cloth to take the coconut milk. I'm taking some fresh tender coconut water to a bowl. Now keep this aside. You will need about 2 to 3 tender coconuts for this recipe. Scoop out the tender coconut flesh and keep it aside. I've taken half cup of the tender coconut flesh and I've added about 1/4 cup of tender coconut water. Grind it to a nice fine puree. So remove this and keep it aside. Chop the fresh tender coconut into small pieces. While making this payasam, make sure the tender coconut is a bit sweet. You don't want to use a tender coconut that's sour or salty. Now the milk has cooled down completely. To this, add half cup of the fresh tender coconut puree. Next, add half cup of fresh thick coconut milk. Add the chopped fresh tender coconut pieces. Mix everything together. Finally, add some roasted cashew nuts. This absolutely delicious tender coconut payasam is done. Make sure you serve it nice and chilled. Wow, that refreshing, cool and delicious tender coconut payasam, that is a kheer, is a must try recipe. Now a couple of things to remember is make sure the tender coconut is nice and fresh and it is sweet. It should not be sour or salty, otherwise it can spoil the taste and the flavors of the payasam. So this is something that you must remember, and make sure you follow all the steps to get it perfectly. Do try the recipe, enjoy and share it with your family and friends.